Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be discussing tips for the removal and replacement of the spark plugs and coils on this 2026 Kia Sportage with the 2.5 liter engine. If you find my tips to be helpful, please like, subscribe, and donate. Now let's get started. The spark plugs and coils are located in the center of your screen near the tip of my red pointer. There is a foam cover here that I'll be removing. Some of the symptoms associated with faulty spark plugs and coils include misfire, trouble starting, rough idle, poor fuel economy, slow acceleration, engine knocking, and trouble codes P0300 through P0304. So you might ask, what do these parts do? The spark plug ignites the fuel, and the coils transforms the battery voltage to a much higher voltage for the spark plugs. Supplies needed for this task include a ratchet with an extension. You'll need a 5/8 inch spark plug socket. You'll need a 10 millimeter socket to remove the coil. You'll need some dielectric grease and anti-seize. Please see other items in the description below. So let's go ahead and move forward with the removal and replacement of the spark plugs. To gain access to the spark plugs, you have to remove this foam cover here. You'll need to unlock each one of the electrical connections and then disconnect the connections. Okay, so just unlock. You can stick your thumb here, just push it back towards the firewall. There's a little opening, just there you go. Squeeze down and pull away. Unlock, squeeze, and pull away. Okay? Now take note, this wire is short, and it's for this coil right here. It doesn't really reach over here, okay? So just take note of that right now. This is a longer wire. Okay, push those out of the way. So now very carefully, what you're gonna do is lift this foam cover, and it's just loose, it just sits here. Okay, so you see, you just shake and remove and set it out of the way. Now you can clearly see this is an inline 4-cylinder engine and spark plugs right here, 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 and here. Okay, for demonstration purposes, we'll be removing this spark plug right here. All right. But they can all be removed and replaced in the same manner. Okay, got my 10 millimeter socket, ratchet extension. They're already loosened up for demonstration purposes. Very carefully shake. And there you go. And this is your coil. And I like to inspect the coil as soon as I take it off. This coil is in excellent shape. You have 4 connectors right here. Okay, they're nice and clean. Right here, the top is nice and concave. That's how it should be. If it was slightly swollen, you'd want to throw this away because that indicates that there's a problem with this with the coil. Right here you have your dust cover. You'll want that to be in place. And you want to flex the stem right here. And what you're checking for is micro cracks. And if there's any micro cracks, you want to chuck this away because it could cause an issue with the spark plug. And then lastly, what you're going to check for is some dielectric grease and then the electrical pickup down the shaft. You see there's a coil in there, and you'll want to inspect that for rust or corrosion. And if there's rust or corrosion, don't attempt to clean it, just throw it away, okay? And there you go, just set that off to the side. Okay, so let's work on our spark plug. We've got our 5/8 inch socket. Very carefully Lower it down in there. There you go. Felt the connection. As I mentioned before, it was already loose. And then there's about 20 turns to get this thing off. Okay, once you get that kind of loose, shaky sound, and you'll notice the extension will kind of slightly rise and drop. That lets you know that the spark plug is loose. Okay, very carefully lift it out, and there you have it. This is your spark plug. And so I'm not going to go into great detail about spark plugs because there's lots of videos that talk about that topic. But I'll let you know this is an iridium tip spark plug. I would say more than 95% of vehicles use iridium tip spark plugs. But anyway, this is a really good high quality spark plug. You see just a small bit of rust here. I wouldn't be worried about that. Okay, moving to the other side, you have your porcelain insulator, looks in great shape, and the top of the spark plug looks great. Okay, that little bit of rust indicates that this vehicle was likely operated in a place where there was very high humidity or where there was snow for greater than 1 month out of the year. And so we'll talk about how you could prevent this from really corroding if you live in those areas. Okay, we'll get to that later. Those are the steps for removing the coil and the spark plug. And so at this time, let's talk about reinstalling or replacing the spark plugs. And so what I have here is dielectric grease. Okay, and what this does, it prevents arcing and prevents corrosion. It resists water, kind of repels water, and it helps connections stay clean and prevents like corrosion. Say if this was a brand new spark plug, you'll want to put a light coat of the dielectric grease, very light coat right here. And what you want to do is inspect this insulator for cracks. So by putting that grease in there, what it'll do is it'll illuminate any cracks that may be present here. And if there's cracks here, you want to chuck this thing out. It's no good, okay? Secondly, what it does is it prevents damage to the more expensive part. Say if you got cracks here, if it does form cracks later on, and you have the dielectric grease in here and it starts just starting to arc, before it really starts to damage the more expensive coil, you'll notice the problem with the car. And it's possible that you can replace the spark plug without replacing the coil because there's really no damage to the coil because there was dielectric grease on the coil and the spark plug. Hope you guys understand what I'm saying there. Okay? It also helps when you pull the coil off. If there was no dielectric grease on here and you have that coil on there really tight, it's been on there for maybe 70,000, 80,000 miles. When you pull this thing off really quick, you could tear this whole bottom part off, right? Because it's been heating, cooling, heating, cooling, heating, cooling, but there's no grease, right? And so when you pull it off, you could just tear this off and have to replace this whole thing for no reason, okay? So this right here will save you lots of money. Okay, so let's talk about, just real quickly, I want to mention anti-seize. And for those people that live in areas where you get more than 1 month per year of standing snow, or you live in a high humidity area, every now and then you guys get these really hard freezes. Well, if you get a hard freeze and it's just about that time for you to replace your spark plugs, it could be that your plugs would actually freeze in place if you don't have just a very small amount of anti-seize lubricant, okay? And I'm talking just a little bit. You don't have to work it in. Just apply a light coat, like maybe right there. As you turn the spark plug, it'll work its way into the threads, okay? So you don't have to lay on a heavy coat, all right? There's one word of caution when using anti-seize. you have to be extra careful when you're torquing down your spark plugs, because by adding the anti-seize, what you're doing is you're reducing the friction of the spark plug threads, and you could over tighten the spark plugs. And that, I'm just going to leave that decision up to you, but those are the things you have to consider. All right. All right, and with that, let's just go ahead and get this spark plug reinstalled. So I have my 5/8 inch socket. Got it pushed on to the socket very carefully. And if you check the screen, there's a gap I'm showing you. And also, when we get to the torquing, I'll show the torque. Okay? So lower it in. You don't want to drop it in. There you go, just like that. Get your 20 turns. I'm going to show you the torque on the screen, but I'm not going to torque it. I just use the seat method, which is basically tighten the spark plug until it bottoms out. Okay, it's there right now. Okay, so guys, watch my hands very carefully. Do not put your hand out here, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to put your hand here, and you're going to tighten the spark plug as much as you can with your hand right here. Okay, so you should not be able to see the end of this ratchet. Okay, so you're just going to twist, and that's it. Okay, you could torque it down a little more, but that's really all you need for these engines. There are some engines that they've had issues in the past, and they want you to really torque down the spark plugs because they could pop out and things like that. But that isn't the case for this vehicle. So I'm not gonna go through that process. Let's go ahead and get this coil installed. We've already inspected it. There's a light coat of dielectric grease already on it. So kudos to KIA. And let's get it installed. Slide it on, wiggle, make sure it's on. There you go. Get your bolt. You never want to use a power tool on these things. And you want to use about 5 foot-pounds of torque here. That's it. Give it a shake. Check that dust cover. All right. Okay. You guys know what's next, right? The cover. So don't forget the cover. It's very easy to do. So what you want to do is just kind of lift up those wires across the back, get them out of the way. And you could just start from one side, kind of work your way across. And there's a little tucking you have to do, tuck, tuck. Over here, there's a little tucking like that, okay? You can see each of the coils. There you go. So now, just go ahead and start inserting the connections. Before you do though, make sure that the gasket is in place and that the gasket is not deformed, okay? So it goes on really quick. So that was click, lock, click, lock. All right, and there you go. Well, folks, that wraps up the removal and replacement of the spark plugs and coils on this 2026 Kia Sportage with the 2.5 liter engine. I hope you found my tips to be helpful. Please like, subscribe, and donate. Until next time, drive defensively.